Hello friends. Now we have started another new chapter, chapter number 5, cell structure and organization. So now in this chapter we are started the session number first, and in this session we are cover the topics microscopy and cell structure. So first topic is a microscopy. So microscope, the Antony van Leeuwenhoek invented first simple microscope in 17th century. So now microscope, after invention of this microscope used to identify the smaller organism. The larger cell can easily seen through the simple microscopy, but the smaller cell require compound microscope. So now by using simple microscope we can observe the larger cells. But what about bacterial cell, prokaryotic cell? Now these smallest cell require compound microscope. So after invention of this microscope, the new branch is emerged out. They are called as a microbiology. And by using this microscope, many cell structure, nucleus, the cell organelles can be easily studied. So now the simple microscope can be magnified image 50 to 100 times, while compound microscope on the same time it can magnify the image 1000 times or more. So now these are the he was a inventor of microscope, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, and these are the first image of the simple microscope. You can easily observe कि यहाँ पे जो डायग्राम दिख रही है, एंटोनी लीवेनहुक ने जो फर्स्ट माइक्रोस्कोप इन्वेंट किया था उसकी डायग्राम. ओके, नाउ आप लोग यहाँ पे डायग्राम में देख सकते हो, जो बीच में सेंटर में है, दिस आर द सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप. इसके साइड में वो कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप है. और यहाँ पे आप लोग क्या देख सकते हो, एक बाइफोकल लेंस. सो नाउ ऑल दिस apparatus यूज्ड टू मैग्नीफाई द इमेज. ओके, सो नाउ हम लोग वापस माइक्रोस्कोपी पे आ जाते हैं. जो माइक्रोस्कोपी है, सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप कैन मैग्नीफाई इमेज कितने टाइम करता है, 50 to 100 टाइम, और कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप 1000 टाइम और मोर. सो दिस माइक्रोस्कोप यूज इन अ लैबोरेटरी. ओके, और दिस माइक्रोस्कोप on the basis of their light source, their compound microscope. In the compound microscope, the light source may be used as a solar energy or light energy, electric light energy. Or now in higher microscopy, the another X-ray beams are used depending on a microscopy. So on the sources of this energy, focal length, okay, microscopy are different types. So you can here observe the compound microscope. Now in this compound microscope, light used for the magnifying image. So these are called as a light microscope. So in the light microscope you can easily observe the image. The first image is a pollen grain image, and the second one image, it shows a insect head and thorax region. So all this magnify image under compound microscope. आप लोग जो डायग्राम देख रहे हो कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप के नीचे मैग्नीफाइड की हुई इमेज है. तो पहले में सब जिसमें पोलन ग्रेन दिख रहे हैं, और दूसरे में दिख रहे हैं कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर इंसेक्ट देख रहे हैं आप लोग. So now in the microscope we use in a laboratory. A beam of light is used to make a visible, hence it is a light microscope. What is meant by light microscope? In the light microscope, the beam of light is used to make thing visible. तो जो लाइट माइक्रोस्कोप में जो बीम यूज़ करते हैं लाइट का, ये क्या करता है, जो भी हम लोग ऑब्जेक्ट देखना चाहते हैं उसको क्या करते हैं, विजिबल. Okay, now we can studied the cell structure by using microscope. In electron microscope, the magnified image is about 50 lakhs time more. देखो सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप में इमेज कितनी थी 50 to 100. कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप में इट इज अबाउट 1000 एंड मोर. बट नाउ बाय यूजिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप में मैग्नीफाइड इमेज कितनी बड़ी होती है 50 lakhs टाइम. ओके, सो मैग्नीफाइड इमेज अंडर कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप. तो मैं आपको डायग्राम दिखाता हूँ. सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप के नीचे कितना मैग्नीफाइड होता है और कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप. तो माइक्रोस्कोप का मैं फास्ट फॉरवर्ड थोड़ा सा रिवीजन लेता हूँ. द फर्स्ट माइक्रोस्कोप कंपाउंड सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप वाज इन्वेंटेड बाय एंटोनी वैन लीवेनहुक. ओके, नाउ माइक्रोस्कोप के मेन यूजेस क्या है. इट मैग्नीफाई द इमेज. ओके, simple microscope magnify image up to 50 to 100 time. Compound microscope same image can magnify up to 1000 time, while electron microscope 50 lakhs time. So these are the use of microscope, and microscope used in a laboratory to magnify the image, and it help to study the microscopic structure of cell, bacteria, cell organelles, etc. So now in this slide we can observe the first compound microscope invented by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. So these are the microscope. The middle diagram shows a simple microscope. These are the compound microscope. The light beam source is a light, either solar light or either electrical light, artificial light. So these are the magnified image under compound microscope. At the same time, these are the electron microscope. These are electron microscope using a electron beams which help to magnify image in 50 lakhs time more image. So now you can easily observe the image. So first diagram shows a pollen grain diagram. This pollen grain diagram in compound microscope is showing this type, but now in electron microscope we can easily observe each and every microscopic structure. Second diagram is an insect head. So now in insect head we can easily observe their compound eyes, mouth parts, but now in compound microscope it is not easily visible, but in electron microscope it can be easily visible even in the smallest part of the insect and pollen grain. So these are the both image. We can easily compare the compound microscope and electron microscope. So now the cell. Now the next topic is a cell. What is cell? Cell is a structural functional unit of life. What is cell? Cell is a structural functional unit of life, and it is the smallest unit of life. Okay. Now Antony van Leeuwenhoek first observed and described the liver cell. Antony van Leeuwenhoek invented the first microscope, and he was observed and described the liver cell. Cell were discovered by Robert Hooke. So now the word cell was given by the Robert Hooke, while Robert Brown discovered the nucleus structure. The study of cell is called as a cell biology or cytology. So most plant and animal cells are only visible under microscope with the dimension between 1 and 100 micrometers. Once again I will repeat, what is cell? Cell is a structural functional unit of life. It is the smallest unit of life, and now the first cell was observed by Antony van Leeuwenhoek by using a simple microscope, and the first cell is he was observed a liver cell. The cell word was discovered and named by the Robert Hooke in 1665, while Robert Brown coined the name nucleus in the cell. Now the study of cell is called the cell biology or cytology or cellular biology, and plant and animal cell only visible under microscope. So cell size are varies in plant, animal or in bacteria. Okay, some of the cells are easily visible to the naked eye. हम लोग कुछ सेल डायरेक्टली नेकेड आई से देख सकते हैं, बट सम आर माइक्रोस्कोपिक इन नेचर एंड ओनली दे आर विजिबल अंडर माइक्रोस्कोप. ओके, द स्मॉलेस्ट सेल साइज कैन बी सीन इन द माइक्रोप्लाज्म. माइक्रोप्लाज्म सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट सेल है. ओके, उसकी जो साइज है वो कितनी है, 0.3 यूनी माइक्रोन इन लेंथ. वाइल बैक्टीरियल की साइज कितनी है, 3 to 5 यूनी माइक्रोन. द लार्जेस्ट सेल, अभी लार्जेस्ट सेल की साइज कितनी है, ऑस्ट्रिच एक, और लॉन्गेस्ट सेल कौन सा है, नर्व सेल. सो ऑल वी कैन ऑब्जर्व. देखो फर्स्ट माइक्रोप्लाज्म को जो डायग्राम दिख रही है, फर्स्ट दिस आर माइक्रोप्लाज्म. माइक्रोप्लाज्म्स आर द स्मॉलेस्ट सेल. ओके, एंड माइक्रोप्लाज्म की साइज कितनी है, 0.3 यूनी माइक्रोन इन लेंथ. जो बीच में एक सेकंड डायग्राम दिख रही है, द बैक्टीरियल सेल. नाउ दिस बैक्टीरियल सेल only visible under microscope, and this bacterial cell size is 3 to 5 unimicron. Now the longest cell is a nerve cell. अब nerve cell जो दिख रहा है वो longest cell है, उसकी जो लेंथ है वो longest है. while ostrich egg is a largest cell. okay, so smallest cell कौन सा है, माइक्रोप्लाज्म, तो 0.3 यूनिमाइक्रोन था. बैक्टीरियल सेल, then nerve cell is the longest cell, while the largest cell is a ostrich egg. तो ये आपको different cell के structure आपको मैंने बताया. Now in this structure once again I will repeat what is cell. Cell is a structural functional unit of life. Okay, it is the smallest unit of life. The first cell was observed by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. The first cell was a liver cell, and this cell observed under simple microscope invented by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. The word cell coined by Robert Hooke, while the nucleus word was coined by Robert Brown. Okay, the study of cell is called as a cell biology or cytology. The plant and animal cell are only visible under microscope. So cell size are varies. The smallest cell size is a microplasm. It is about 0.3 unimicron in length, while bacterial cell is a 3 to 5 unimicron. The largest cell is a ostrich egg, while the longest cell is a nerve cell. All these are different type of cells: microplasm, bacterial cell, longest nerve cell, and largest ostrich cell. Okay, so आज के लिए इतना ही. Thank you. Take care.